In an interview with the New York Times, Tucker Carlson argued that Trump has a supernatural component that makes those in his close proximity obedient and docile. Carlson said he experienced the effect firsthand, likening it to smoking hash.
And there is a kind of quality that he has that's spellbinding, and I think it probably literally is a spell. And the effect is to weaken people around him and make them more compliant and more confused. And I've experienced this myself. You spend a day with Trump and there may be a supernatural component to it. I'm not a theologian, but it's real, and anyone who's been around him can tell you it's real. Instead.
So here's this is the second time that somebody said this about Donald Trump. Witches report their spells against Trump aren't working. He has a shield. I don't even know what to say.
There's been so many crazy Trump clips just in the last 3 days that I lost count. So I guess this might be the perfect clip to include them.
And the president of Mexico called me, and she's a beautiful woman, a very nice, I never like to talk about beauty because it's usually the end of a political career. Everybody hates it except the woman that you're talking about. They love it. So I won't say she's a beautiful woman, but she's a fine woman. President, no, you're only kidding. You're not going to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico. Yes, I am. I'm sorry.
No, bro.
Then I call up France, Macron, whose wife treats him extremely badly. And still recovering from the right to the job. And he said, Donald, how dare you? You should not do that. You cannot do that. I talk about the fat drug. The fat drug, a friend of mine who's extremely fat and very wealthy and very obnoxious. He's a very unattractive individual, actually.
Is he talking about his cognitive test?
You know, the first question is very easy. It's a lion, a giraffe, a bear, and a shark. They say, which one is the bear? And everybody says, oh. And when I got the score in the test, the doctor said, wow. You know, I've had different phases. They've said, he's a mad genius. I didn't mind that too much. He's a horrible human being. I don't like that much. Then they said, he's really not a smart person at all. I really hated that.
So he's okay being called evil, but don't call him stupid?
Is there talks about you potentially wearing a bulletproof vest moving forward, given you have now been shot at?
I don't know if I can handle looking 20 pounds heavier. These guys, they look so good. Some of these guys.
Oh,
that's why guys like me are in a lot of danger. You know, consequential people get in a lot of danger. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
Tell them to turn up the microphone, will you please? Turn up the mic. You know, I hate it. You pay these guys a lot of money, and then they want their money, and I don't believe in paying people to do a bad job. I only like to pay people. I'm screaming my ass off because the mic is no good. Turn the mic up, please. 1/8 of a pound more on each. 1/8, just a tiny little bit. Come on, darling. The mother's screaming like crazy. Darling, I love you, darling. Mom, I can't do it. Mom. I want to be more effusive. I want to really,
What's the point of the teleprompters?
And I was sitting there seething. I was watching television. You know what it is to seethe? I seethe a lot. But this is one of the times I was seething. She hates when I dance to what's sometimes referred to as the gay national anthem. You know that. She hates it. Darling, it's not presidential. She actually said, could you imagine FDR dancing? She said that to me.